Here we are at 9:10 on this Thursday edition of the program. I'm David Settle. It is my pleasure to welcome into the program. We've got Marian, Paxton, and Keri Longdon are in here as the Laramie Salvation Army is going to be looking for some folks in the community to help them out with the 2018 bell ringing campaign. And the ladies are in studio with me this morning. Good morning. How are both of you today? Are you doing well at least?
Just fine.
All right.
Great.
All right. Well, I appreciate the time this morning. Let's talk about the bell ringing campaign. What is all this about? I mean, I think a lot of us in the audience are probably familiar with this, but tell me a little bit about, one of you fill me in on the bell ringing campaign and what we've got coming up here for 2018, if you don't mind. Let's start with you, Marian.
Well, we're going to be ringing the bells from Thanksgiving through the day before Christmas, and the money that's raised here stays in Laramie. It's our biggest campaign for fundraising. And so we will be ringing at the post office and at Safeway and yeah, where else? Walmart.
Okay.
And one other store. Another grocery store.
Ridley's.
Ridley's,
there
okay. Okay. Anyway, that's where we're going to be ringing this year, and we need volunteers and groups of volunteers that would like to help us with this, since we are all volunteers here in Laramie, and we'd love to have some help with that.
Okay, so we're trying to get the word out to folks in the community. If you'd like to volunteer, again, this happens starting the day after Thanksgiving to the day before Christmas.
Right.
Okay. All right, so if I am interested, who do I contact? How do I go about getting my group, or if I'm an individual who's interested, how do I go about getting involved?
Well, you can call on our cell phone, 307-399-8750, or you could call on my phone, 760-2463, or you could do online, signupgenius.com, and look for the Salvation Army.
Okay.
And this would probably be on your
Yep.
website too.
Yep, we're gonna put the link in the story after we're done with our interview this morning at laramie.youtube.com, and of course you can get that on the Laramie Live mobile app and our Facebook page as well. So, bell ringing campaign. Have both of you been involved in this in the past? I would imagine.
Yes.
Yeah. How long you been involved with this, Marian?
Oh my goodness! Well, long before it was just volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
So when Salvation Army, we lived here 32 years. So most of those years we were involved with it. And
yeah.
Keri?
What about for you, Keri? Yeah.
Just about 2 years.
Just about 2 years. About 2 years. When you get groups of volunteers together for something like this, is it just kind of a feel-good situation? I'm curious as to how you got involved, Keri. I'm going to ask you directly to comment and how you got involved and talk about the experience of ringing bells.
Well, I got involved because I thought it would be fun to be involved. So I just went ahead and volunteered to do it, and my experience with it has been nothing but good. I find that the people when I've been out ringing have been friendly and very generous, and that it is all ranges of people that are interested in being involved, from the little kids who like to put the money in the kettles, which is the funnest to watch, to old people who just walk up and say God bless you, and are thankful that we're out doing the work that we do. And we've received all types of donations and all kinds of donations, from checks to rare coins. So it's fun to look through the kettles sometimes and see what's in there.
Okay. All right. Well, it sounds like a very rewarding experience, for both of you, and which is why you've gotten involved. Are we doing this for a good stretch of hours? Is it limited hours, Marian? Do we know how this is kind of set up just yet, or is that still to be determined based upon volunteers?
Well, it's always based on volunteers what we get, but the weekends and evenings, or late afternoon and evening, is usually when we're going to do it.
Okay, all right, so fair enough. So again, the Salvation Army looking for you folks in the community, if you'd like to step up and help out with their bell ringing campaign here for 2018. Certainly would love to have you get involved, and again, I will post that Sign Up Genius link after we're done with the story at laramie.youtube and in the story about our interview here. So it's one of those situations where if you'd like to get involved, you gotta contact them, and we'll ask Marian to repeat those phone numbers here in just a little bit. What else can you tell me about the bell ringing campaign? Anything else? You mentioned, Marian, that all the money stays here locally. I think that's big for a lot of people. They want to see their donation kind of help out folks in the community that have a need.
Yes, that's true, especially in Laramie, I think. The people here do not like to send their money away. And so that's why this is such a critical campaign for us.
Yeah.
It really is.
And there's more of a need that I feel like in the community than some people realize. And I've talked with several folks about that, and with some other nonprofit organizations. There's more of a need in the community than I think some people realize.
There's a tremendous need here.
Yeah.
Tremendous need. We also have a box number if people want to send donations, 1064. Box 1064 at the post office if you want to send in a donation to the Salvation Army. Just put Salvation Army, Box 1064.
All right, and remember the zip code for that's 82073. Excuse me, I'm even confusing you folks in the audience. 82073 for any P.O. box. Anything else to pass along, Keri, Marian? Anything else about this Salvation Army bell ringing campaign here in 2018?
Well, we try to have 2 people at a time, so it's a fun time for to do it. I think it's nice when you have a companion to ring the bell with.
Okay,
so
all right. So that increases the need just that much more so. And again, 4 different locations, as they said. You've got the post office, which I often see folks at, plus the markets, Safeway, Ridley's, and Walmart. 4 different locations, and as Marian mentioned, primarily late afternoon into the early evening, and then on the weekends as well. And they're hoping you folks in the Laramie community can step up and help them out, all volunteer based. Anything else? Are we forgetting anything else? Okay, Keri's going to step up here real quick.
I just wanted to let the community know that we helped 283 people last year, so
Nice.
that was quite a few people, more than what we expected to be able to help, and we were very glad to do it.
All right. Well, repeat those numbers one more time for me, Marian, if you wouldn't mind, if people want to contact you or Keri.
307, of course, 399-8750 and 760-2463.
All right, Marian.
Leave your name and number.
Okay. All right, and they'll get back to you as soon as they can. Marian, Keri, thanks so much for coming on the show with me this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.